The Factories Act 1948, Act No. 63 of 1948, Chapter 4, Safety. 23. Employment of young persons on dangerous machines. 1. No young person shall be required or allowed to work at any machine to which this section applies unless he has been fully instructed as to the dangers arising in connection with the machine and the precautions to be observed and a. has received sufficient training in work at the machine, or b. is under adequate supervision by a person who has a thorough knowledge and experience of the machine. 2. Subsection 1 shall apply to such machines as may be prescribed by the state government, being machines which in its opinion are of such a dangerous character that young persons ought not to work at them unless the foregoing requirements are complied with. 24. Striking gear and devices for cutting off power. 1. In every factory, a suitable striking gear or other efficient mechanical appliance shall be provided and maintained and used to move driving belts to and from fast and loose pulleys which form part of the transmission machinery, and such gear or appliances shall be so constructed, placed and maintained as to prevent the belt from creeping back on the fast pulley. B. Driving belts when not in use shall not be allowed to rest or ride upon shafting in motion. 2. In every factory suitable devices for cutting off power in emergencies from running machinery shall be provided and maintained in every workroom, provided that in respect of factories in operation before the commencement of this act the provisions of this subsection shall apply only to workrooms in which electricity is used as power. 3. When a device, which can inadvertently shift from off to on position, is provided in a factory to cut off power, arrangements shall be provided for locking the device in safe position to prevent accidental starting of the transmission machinery or other machines to which the device is fitted. 25. Self-acting machines. No traversing part of a self-acting machine in any factory and no material carried thereon shall, if the space over which it runs is a space over which any person is liable to pass, whether in the course of his employment or otherwise, be allowed to run on its outward or inward traverse within a distance of 45 centimeters from any fixed structure which is not part of the machine, provided that the chief inspector may permit the continued use of a machine installed before the commencement of this act which does not comply with the requirements of this section on such conditions for ensuring safety as he may think fit to impose. 26. Casing of new machinery. 1. In all machinery driven by power and installed in any factory after the commencement of this act, a. Every set screw, bolt or key on any revolving shaft, spindle, wheel or pinion shall be so sunk, encased or otherwise effectively guarded as to prevent danger. B. All spur, worm and other toothed or friction gearing which does not require frequent adjustment while in motion shall be completely encased, unless it is so situated as to be as safe as it would be if it were completely encased. 2. Whoever sells or lets on hire or, as agent of a seller or hirer, causes or procures to be sold or let on hire, for use in a factory any machinery driven by power which does not comply with the provisions of 3 subsection 1, or any rules made under subsection 3, shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 months or with fine which may extend to 500 rupees or with both. 3. The state government may make rules specifying further safeguards to be provided in respect of any other dangerous part of any particular machine or class or description of machines. 27. Prohibition of employment of women and children near cotton openers. No woman or child shall be employed in any part of a factory for pressing cotton in which a cotton opener is at work, provided that if the feed end of a cotton opener is in a room separated from the delivery end by a partition extending to the roof or to such height as the inspector may in any particular case specify in writing, women and children may be employed on the side of the partition where the feed end is situated.